John Beltran back with you, back from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. We had to cut off the Rick Call interview, but we'll bring it back shortly because this game is going to start a little bit early here between Fort Morgan and Roosevelt. The Mustang starters: Fernando Marquez, Jackson Langford, Briggs Wheatley, Jesse Campa, and Braden Fajardo.
Number 2 junior, Brock Saya,
who led this team with 16 points when Roosevelt beat Fort Morgan 61-58 on January 29th, is in the starting lineup, along with junior Keaton Kaiser.
Number 10 junior, Andrew
Another
O'Brien.
junior, Andrew O'Brien. And then Austin Beard and Austin Kendall also scored in double figures in that 61-58 victory.
Peterson.
Although Tucker Peterson is in the starting lineup, not Austin Kendall. And again, Austin Beard is as well. The Mustangs are 3-4 going into this game. And 4-3 is the record for Roosevelt. The opening tip tonight brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Jumping center for the Mustangs will be Jackson Langford. Tucker Peterson for Roosevelt, wearing their home whites. The Mustangs got off to a slow start of the 29th. If they can reverse that, this should be a game that the Mustangs can control against this team that is 4-3 on the season. And the tip is controlled by Roosevelt. It is tipped over to Brock Saya in the left corner. Here's Kendall dribbling to his right. Back out to Peterson on the outside right. Here's Andrew O'Brien at the free throw line. On the high right to Kaiser. Kaiser back to O'Brien against Langford. Swings it right side to Peterson. Behind the three-point line. Down low. Entry pass is poked out of bounds. Langford poked it off of Keaton Kaiser. The first turnover of the game goes to Roosevelt. And here comes Briggs Wheatley for the Mustangs. Over to Marquez. Mustangs want to run quickly. Fajardo dribbles into the paint and throws up a wild shot, but he's fouled as he misses. He was tripped to the floor. They're going to say it was before the shot. Mustangs will inbound it. And the foul is on Brock Saya. And to trigger it in, it's going to be Fernando Marquez. Marquez looking right corner for Fajardo. Jump pass inside, tipped away by Saya, and we got a foul. That's going to be against Roosevelt as well. And that one will be on Andrew O'Brien. So 2 early fouls by the Rough Riders. And this will be, well, I guess they're going to say Wheatley was shooting. Briggs Wheatley at the line, and the free throw is up, and that is off to the left. Second free throw upcoming for the left-hander, the junior Briggs Wheatley. He bends, he shoots, and that one is short. And the rebound to O'Brien. Into the front court here, Saya. Saya at the top against Marquez. Back out to Peterson straight away. Against Jesse Campa. High right to O'Brien, utilizing a pick. Stripped by Langford. Picks the ball up at midcourt. On the right side, here's Austin Kendall against Fajardo. Kendall towards the top. Chest pass in the left wing to Kaiser. Penetrates. Kicks it out in the corner. Peterson all the way. Scoops it up. Back rim, no. And the rebound to Briggs Wheatley of Fort Morgan. Wheatley in the outlet off Fernando Marquez at midcourt, out of bounds. And Fort Morgan commits their first turnover. And to throw it in will be Brock Saya at midcourt. Front court pass taken by Peterson. Hands it off to Saya in the high left. Penetrating left baseline and foul by Marquez. That'll be the first foul committed by a Mustang. Roosevelt has 2. And to inbounds the basketball is going to be Brock Saya. Saya bounce pass inside. O'Brien puts it up, but he's fouled by Langford. He didn't cut off the lane. Did not cut off the lane at all, and Brock Saya fed Andrew O'Brien, who will shoot 2. O'Brien, a junior for the Rough Riders. Both teams have committed 2 fouls here in the early going. The free throw is up and off the back of the rim. Fort Morgan back in action on Saturday at 2 o'clock against Riverdale Ridge and Thornton on B106. Second free throw is up, and that one is back rimmed. And Wheatley nearly had the rebound. It's picked up by Austin Kendall off the deflection. Check that, it's Austin Beard, not Kendall. Here at the top of the basketball is Peterson. Peterson dribbles between two, stripped away. Marquez has got the basketball. Long pass to Wheatley, dribbles the ball off his leg out of bounds. Both teams looking sloppy in the early going with 2 turnovers apiece and 2 fouls. That would have been an easy layup for Briggs Wheatley. Backcourt pass is taken by O'Brien. In the front court, it's going to be intercepted by Marquez. Intended over there for Saya. Marquez free throw line down low for Fajardo. Fouled as he misses. Fajardo to the line. O'Brien commits his second foul. And this will be free throws coming up for Fajardo. Oh, they're going to say Peterson instead. Tucker Peterson commits the foul. And the Fajardo free throw is in the air, and that is in and out. Holy mahungus, these teams are 0 for 5 combined. Second free throw is upcoming for Fajardo, and that's in and out. The rebound to Jackson Langford. Straight away to Wheatley, right side Marquez, he'll take the 3. That's off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped to Fajardo. The Mustangs reclaim the ball. Here's Fernando Marquez, leaning, bounce pass is down low for Wheatley. He's going to have to kick it back out straight away to Marquez. Marquez into the paint, all the way, scoops it up and he misses. Put back is missed by Wheatley. And the rebound to Keaton Kaiser. The Mustangs and Rough Riders cannot buy a bucket. In the right corner, O'Brien dribbles to his left, hands it off to Saya. Against Marquez, right baseline to Peterson. He backs the defender, leans and misses, and the rebound to Wheatley of Fort Morgan. That's his 3rd rebound. 5:52 to go in the opening quarter. No score. Langford on the high right. Langford down low for Wheatley underneath his basket. Over to Campa. His shot is blocked out of there. And the ball is loose and Marquez is tripped up and fouled. Andrew O'Brien commits his 2nd foul. Well, Fort Morgan has had numerous opportunities, but they just can't score. Into the game is Garrett Peterson. And to throw it in will be Marquez. Fernando. Looking, still looking. Bounce pass to Wheatley. He banks and he misses. Rebound to Wheatley. Banks. And that shot is blocked out of bounds by Peterson. That's Tucker Peterson blocking it out of bounds. The inbounds pass is taken to the high left by Wheatley. Back out straight away to Fajardo. In the right corner, Fernando fakes the 3. Now we'll take a 15-footer. Back rim. No. Oh, yes. It went down. It took a high hop. And Fernando scores. It's 2-0 Fort Morgan. Baseball pass in the front court to Garrett Peterson. Peterson into the lane all the way. Banks and scores. Oh, he drove right by all the Mustangs. The game is tied at 2. Game tied at 2 here in the early going. Here's the jump pass, Marquez. That one is intercepted. Here's a 3-on-2 bounce pass to Beard, and he's fouled. He's fouled by Wheatley off the miss. And Austin Beard to the line. The Mustangs committed their 3rd turnover there. Tied at 2, 5:05 to go here in the opening quarter. And Austin Beard to shoot 2 for Roosevelt. He spins, he shoots, and in and out. These teams are a combined 0 out of 6 for the line. Second free throw is coming up for Austin Beard. That one's up, and that's back rimmed. And the ball is rebounded on a hop there by Briggs Wheatley, his 5th. Here's Marquez, dribbles left of the lane, into the lane. Back out straight away for Fajardo, inside off the hand of Tucker Peterson, out of bounds, intended for Campa. 4:56 to go in the opening quarter. It's Fort Morgan 2, Roosevelt 2. Marquez to throw it in. Marquez lobs it left side for Wheatley. Wheatley with a right-handed dribble. Wheatley swings it right side to Langford. Langford on the high left of Marquez, guarded by Kaiser. Now in the corner for Briggs Wheatley. Swings it right side. Here's Marquez with his floater. That is way short. And the rebound to Wheatley. Wheatley banks and he misses. The rebound put back Marquez is missed. And the rebound to Langford. He scores. Wow, the Mustangs with all those opportunities finally put it in. Long baseball pass to Austin Beard. 4-2 Fort Morgan. 4:25 to go in the first. Crazy start so far. Tucker Peterson in the right corner for Kaiser. He'll take the 3, and that's short. And there's going to be a foul by Langford over the back. That's going to be 2. He's going to be on the bench here with early foul trouble. And Frank Ortega will check in along with Wesley Carnes. Langford is out. And Nick Beltran's also going to check in because of the foul trouble. Ortega, Carnes, and Beltran are in right now in the early going. 4:17 to go. And to throw it in is Garrett Peterson. In the left corner with a basketball is Brock Saya. Lob down low, triple team. And Beltran on the floor with a basketball with a steal. Beltran with a big steal. Here's Carnes. Carnes into the front court. Carnes in the lane. Lob down low for Campa. Banks and scores. Jesse Campa off a beautiful feed from Wesley Carnes. The Mustangs lead 6-2. 3:53 to go in the first. Here is a jump pass, and Kaiser is fouled by Ortega. Ortega commits his first foul, the team's fourth. Should be a mid-quarter mass timeout. It is. Mid-quarter mass timeout. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects at Western Engineering Consultants. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants. 6-2 in favor of Fort Morgan. A very sloppy start, but the Mustangs have destroyed Roosevelt on the boards. Fort Morgan has, believe it or not, 11 rebounds to 3 for Roosevelt, and we've only played 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Garrett Peterson, Tucker Peterson, Austin Beard, Brock Sion, Keaton Kaiser for Roosevelt. Nick Beltran, Wesley Carnes, Jesse Campa, Fernando Marquez, and Frank Ortega for Fort Morgan. Garrett Peterson to throw it in. Peterson looking, lobs it out, intercepted by Ortega. Here's Frankie, right to the lane all the way, scoops it up and in. He drove hard to the basket. And the Mustangs now lead 8-2. Backcourt pressure being applied. Tucker Peterson into the front court, dribbles by 2. Beltran right there, scoops and misses, and Beltran commits the foul. He was reaching. That's going to be a free throw there, 2 free throws for Tucker Peterson. But Roosevelt is 0 out of 4 for the line. As Peterson steps to the stripe. First free throw is going to be up, and that's going to be off the back of the rim. Let's see if Fernando's going to be taken out here. Yep. He'll be taken out for Beto Martinez. Roosevelt is 0 out of 5 for the line. Second free throw taken by Tucker Peterson on their home floor. Peterson bends, shoots, and connects that time. 8-3. Wesley Carnes in the backcourt to Ortega. Front court bounce pass here to Beltran. Now here's Wesley Carnes right in the lane all the way, scoops it up wildly and misses, but a foul. That's a nice move. They're going to say it was on the floor. Boy, that looked like it was on the shot, but they're going to say it was on the floor, and the foul is on. That's Garrett Peterson committing the foul. And Ortega to throw it in. In the left corner, Carnes takes the 3, and that's off the back of the rim. And the ball is chased down in the corner by Ramirez. Ramirez wants to run. Long pass here for Kaiser. Penetrates left baseline. Going to be cut off over there. Cross-court pass now in the right corner. With the basketball is Austin Kendall into the game. Over to Garrett Peterson. 3:08 to go. Utilizing a pick is Austin Kendall. Jesse Campa picks him up. Now to Xavier Ramirez. Ramirez against Beltran. In the right corner, basketball poked away. Here's Garrett Peterson, right baseline. Jump pass, cross court. Here is Kendall at the free throw line on the right wing to Ramirez. And that's a traveling violation. Great defense by the Mustangs. 5 turnovers for Roosevelt. And now Briggs Wheatley into the game for Jesse Campa. The Mustangs are trying to go as deep as possible, considering this is their second game in 3 days, and they've got another game coming up on Saturday. Wesley Carnes behind his back. On the right side to Beltran. Beltran penetrates in the lane. His shot is up, and he missed it. And the ball is rebounded by Beto Martinez. He fades. That's an air ball. And Xavier Ramirez comes away with a basketball. Into the front court the other way with a basketball. It's Keaton Kaiser. Kaiser 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Jump pass to the outside left to Garrett Peterson. Peterson is going to feed it at the top And here's Austin Beard, and the shot is blocked by Beltran. Beautiful block by Beltran. He comes away with the basketball on the high right. Beltran spins, looks, feeds it cross court. It's going to be out of bounds. It was tipped out of bounds. It will be Fort Morgan basketball. And let's see who throws it in. It should be Ortega. 2:11 to go, 8-3 in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan with a lead over Roosevelt. Looking, bounce pass to the outside, left to Beto Martinez. Martinez, crossover dribble, swings it off of Ortega. Now here's Wesley Carnes. Carnes behind his back, puts up a shot in on the left baseline. A nice screen set there by Beltran. Wesley Carnes scores in the jumper. 10-3 Fort Morgan, 1:53 to go. Here in the first, right side, Peterson fakes the three, steps in, leans, down low off blocking foul. They're going to call it on Ortega. That's going to be a second. Oh, man. That'll be the 16th foul on the block. Well, actually the 7th now. I've got 6 fouls. But Ortega commits his second. 10-3 Fort Morgan. And here we go with Garrett Peterson shooting 2. Free throw is good. Check that. Of course, it was one. It was the 1-and-1 situation. Ortega's out with 2 fouls. Fort Morgan 10, Roosevelt 4. Second free throw upcoming for Garrett Peterson. He bends, he shoots, and that one is around and no good. Briggs Wheatley grabs his 7th rebound. Wheatley met at midcourt. Wheatley looking, feeds it right side for Beto Martinez. Right baseline for Nick Beltran. Beltran looking, still looking. He's going to have to kick it back out somewhere. And then the ball is wrestled away. Turnover on Fort Morgan. Here in the front court is going to be Peterson. Peterson against Beltran. Spinning. Kicks it back out to the other Peterson who banks and scores. Tucker Peterson in the lane. 10-6. Wheatley with a basketball in the backcourt. Wheatley over to Beltran on the high left. Feeds into the corner. Marquez penetrates, pulls up. Shot is blocked out of there. And it's taken away by Tucker Peterson. Marquez had it stuffed. Here's Garrett Peterson the other way. Bounce pass inside. And they're going to call a push. Where is the push? That's going to be on Marquez. That's going to be his second. The Mustangs are getting into foul trouble here. And Beltran is out. And Braden Fajardo is in. With 1:01 to go, Jesse Campa's going to have to check in for Marquez. And the early foul trouble with 2. That's crazy. I didn't see the push there at all. But that's what was called. 1-and-1 situation, 18th foul there. Here is Keaton Kaiser. He bends, he shoots, and he misses off the back of the rim. And Jesse Campa goes high for the rebound. Campa the backcourt to Wheatley. Now front court pass is taken by Wesley. Check that, that's Fajardo. And the ball is stolen away over to Ramirez. Ramirez is going to bank and miss it. And the ball is out of bounds. That's off Roosevelt. Well, good defense by the Mustangs. Getting back 46 seconds to go. Backcourt pass is taken by Carnes. Now to Wheatley. Wild stretch here for both teams. But the Mustangs have led all the way so far. Wheatley near the top between his legs. Bounce pass to the high left, nearly intercepted. It's in the backcourt. Ramirez has it for Roosevelt, and now bodies all over the floor. And timeout Fort Morgan. I don't know if they can call that timeout. Yeah, no, I don't think you can do that. I think Roosevelt had the ball. Yeah, Roosevelt. I don't think Fort Morgan can call the timeout right there. There was a tie-up for the ball. Yeah, I don't know why the official stopped the clock. You can't call the timeout there. But that should have been a tie-up. 30-second timeout, and the Roosevelt coaches are up in arms. I don't blame them. Because that, I have no idea what the call's going to be there. They granted Fort Morgan a timeout, but clearly Ramirez had it for Roosevelt, and Carnes was trying to tie him up. I think the official got confused there. Well, either way, the Mustangs lead 10-6, 30 seconds to go. here in the opening quarter. And to throw it in along the side with Braden Fajardo. They must have called a tie-up, and then the possession error to Fort Morgan. That's a huge break. A huge break. Roosevelt not happy with that. Wesley Carnes to the top, 25 seconds to go. Now to Beto Martinez, crossover dribble at the top for Campa. Campa with 19 seconds to go. Right side to Beto. Beto, crossover dribble. He's got to get rid of it. Trying to go for Fajardo. 11 seconds to go. Down low for Campa. Campa fades, shoots, partially blocked by Tucker Peterson. Roosevelt the other way, into the lane. Here is Kendall. He puts it up, and an offensive foul. Braden Fajardo took the contact. Great defense there. 2 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Wesley Carnes to throw it in. Man, this game is wild so far. Here is Jesse Campa. Jesse just walked. I think he was going to score a touchdown there. 1 quarter complete. Fort Morgan 10, Roosevelt 6 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. 10-6 in favor of Fort Morgan as we head to the second quarter. And the ball is thrown in here to Wesley Carnes. Carnes operating left side to Fajardo. Both teams looking for an offensive rhythm. Carnes on the left baseline underneath the basket. Has to kick it back out somewhere. He's trapped over there. He's going to throw it to Camp on the high left with the basketball. Fajardo crossing over. Nearly lost control. He's got to watch out from behind. Fajardo then, there's a baseball pass into Wheatley. Wheatley looking, trapped in the lane. Back out to Fajardo. In the paint, Fajardo runners up and off to the left. And Wheatley nearly had the rebound. It's taken away by Tucker Peterson of Roosevelt. Here's Brock Sy the other way. Stripped out of bounds by Campo. That's good defense by the Mustangs. And Sy to throw it in right corner. Tucker Peterson penetrates into the lane. He leans, he banks, and he misses. And the rebound to Jesse Campa. Mustangs want to run. Here is Briggs Wheatley on the high left. Wheatley against Austin Kendall. Bounce pass, left of the lane for Fajardo. Down low for Campa. Ball is loose and bodies on the floor. And the tie-up is going to give the ball to Roosevelt. 1 minute into the second quarter. Fort Morgan 10, Roosevelt 6. The Mustangs have 3 players, Marquez, Ortega, and Langford, all with 2 fouls. Levi McCoy about to check in here momentarily. At least he's being summoned into the game. The other way, here's a bank and a miss there by Peterson. He gets the rebound, and Garrett Peterson goes back up too strong. And Briggs Wheatley grabs his 8th rebound. And Wheatley in the backcourt. Wheatley trapped over there by Ramirez. Jump pass front court to Fajardo. Fajardo on the high right in the corner. Double team. Fajardo has to get rid of it. Back out to Briggs Wheatley. Physical game so far. Now to Beto Martinez. The 3 is well off to the right. And the ball is loose, and Beto's got it on a hop in the right corner. Here is Fajardo. The Mustangs reset the offense. Pulls up. 10-footer is blocked right in his face. Fajardo tries to save it and cannot. Well, let me tell you, the Mustangs are having trouble shooting over Tucker Peterson. He's blocked about 3 or 4 shots here in the opening half. And Garrett Peterson will throw it in the backcourt. Neither team might get to 50 in this game the way it's going. Backcourt pass is taken by Peterson. Down low, it's going to be overthrown, intended for Saya. And the turnover for Roosevelt is their 8th of the game. The Mustangs have 6. Yeah, that's going to go to the other end because nobody touched it. So they're going to have to throw it in on Fort Morgan's offensive end. Oh, no, that wasn't touched. That should be on the other end. That ball was not touched. That ball was not touched at all. Oh, well. Fajardo to trigger it in. Bounce pass in the backcourt for Carnes. Carnes against Garrett Peterson. Dribbles into the front court. Behind his back, and then he lost it, but Beto Martinez picks it up. Here's Fajardo at the free throw line extended. 15-footer is off the back of the rim, and high for the rebound. Once again is Tucker Peterson, his 5th. Peterson's going to hand it off to Kaiser. Kaiser with 6:04 to go. Back on the high right with the basketball. It's Brock Saya. He gets a pick, thinks about a three. Now feeds it over to Garrett Peterson, straight away for Tucker Peterson. Tucker Peterson in the lane, lost it, got it back, banks, and he misses. And Jesse Campus got the rebound. On the outlet to Beto Martinez. Long pass to Briggs Wheatley, and Wheatley feeds it over to Beto Martinez, who scores. Beautiful job by the Mustangs. They lead 12-6. Bounce pass is going to be thrown away out of bounds by Roosevelt. Turnover number 9. Beltran is in. And let's see, a couple of substitutions. Fajardo's also out. Beltran to throw it in. 12-6, 5:35 to go before the break. Bounce pass in the backcourt to Carnes. Now here's Beto Martinez at midcourt. Martinez feeds it right side to Levi McCoy into the game. Behind his back is Carnes. Back out to McCoy. Right corner for Martinez. Jump pass to Beltran. Beltran had it stripped. Martinez picks it up. Here is Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley with a basketball to Beltran. Beltran fakes. Beltran in the lane. Beltran fades, shoots, and misses off to the right. And the ball is rebounded over there by the big man. And that is Stephen Ward. Into the front court. Into the lane is Kaiser. Now out to Garrett Peterson. His three is off the back of the rim. Nick Beltran has the rebound for Fort Morgan. Beltran wants to run. Beltran is going to spin near the top. Feeds it back out to Beto Martinez. Now here's McCoy in the right baseline. Back out to Beto, straight away to Carnes. Here is Briggs Wheatley, and he's fouled by Stephen Ward. Farley will be checking in more than likely, I would think, for Martinez. He's got to be gassed out there. And 4:48 to go. Yep, Martinez is out. He really gave some hard minutes there. Well, that's a 1-and-1 for Briggs Wheatley. Briggs Wheatley 0 for 2 in the opening quarter. The free throw is way off to the left. And the rebound to Austin Beard. Here's the bounce pass. It's intercepted by Carnes. Here's Carnes the other way. Carnes is going to lean. He's going to bank. He's going to miss. And then Nick Beltran has it. His jump pass is tipped away. And it's going to be controlled over there by Wesley Carnes. Left corner Beltran fakes the three. Steps in. Little 7-footer in and out. He's 0 for 3 in the game. McCoy trying to time up. Here's Carnes 15-footer. Yes! Wesley Carnes straight away. Wesley Carnes scores. And the Mustangs lead 14-6. 4:13 to go in the opening half. Here's Kaiser the other way, into the lane, jump pass, left corner, Jaden Herrera three, good. Herrera drills the triple, first points in the quarter for Roosevelt. Carnes the other way, 14-9. Carnes, high left, Carnes, left corner for McCoy. Dribbles to his right, all the way, scoops it up, that is partially blocked. Not sure why he took that shot. Herrera comes out for Roosevelt. In the right corner for Kaiser. Lob down low for Ward. Ward banks, and he misses, and the ball is tipped to Ward. They'll reset. Three is up, and that is missed over there. And Herrera is going for the long rebound, and we've got a foul. Colin Farley is fouled by Jaden Herrera, and Farley to the line. Colin Farley to shoot the 1-and-1. Mid-quarter mass timeout with 3:39 to go. And the Mustangs lead 14-9 in a wild game, a physical game over Roosevelt. Mustangs had 3 players with 2 early fouls. Marquez has only scored 2 points. Ortega and Langford. Wow. Every time you play here, it's something different. Well, actually, what's consistent is the level of physicality. Colin Farley will step to the stripe. Keaton Kaiser. Austin Beard, Jaden Herrera, Garrett Peterson, and Stephen Ward for Roosevelt. Mustangs with Colin Farley, Levi McCoy, Beto Martinez, Fernando Marquez, and Nick Beltran. Colin Farley with a 1-and-1. Looking for his first point of the season. I think he's the only Mustang who has not scored. Nathan Gherkin scored the first game of the year. And now they're going to have to remove Garrett Peterson here with 3:39 to go in the opening half. And Xavier Ramirez will be checking in. Free throw by Farley, good. 15-9. 3:39 to go, second quarter. The Mustangs have led throughout. Second free throw, yes. Farley 2 for 2, and the Mustangs lead 16-9. Backcourt pressure being applied. Here is Keaton Kaiser. Kaiser crossing over against Martinez. Kaiser dribbling into the paint. Tries to force it up. Left baseline to Ramirez. Good. Little 10-footer for Xavier Ramirez. Ramirez scores for the first time. Here is Beto Martinez in the right corner for Farley. Farley's on his knees. Down low for Martinez. Now to Beltran. Swings the left baseline for McCoy. McCoy lost it. Got it back. Swings it over. Here is Marquez. 8-foot runner is off the back of the rim. And Marquez has got it. Marquez is going to have to kick it back out. Bounce pass to Beltran all the way. Scoops and scores! Beltran off the glass from Fernando Marquez. And the Mustangs lead 18-11. And we have a foul on McCoy in the front court. That's the 19th foul, and the first on McCoy. One and one here. Jaden Herrera will check in. Fajardo's now in for Farley. Nice job by Colin Farley in this game. Fort Morgan leads by 7. Jaden Herrera with a 1 and 1. And that free throw is up, and that is off the back of the rim. And Fajardo goes high for the Mustang rebound. Let's see, the Mustangs can extend the lead. They're up by 7, 18-11. Fajardo dribbles by 2. Fajardo bounce pass towards Beltran, then he scoops it up and in! Beltran to the left of the basket. Beautiful feed from Braden Fajardo. It's 20-11 in favor of Fort Morgan. 2:35 to go before the break. In the right corner with the basketball, Herrera steps in. 15-footer is off to the right. And the rebound of Braden Fajardo, his third. Fajardo wants to run. Fajardo on the outside right feeds Marquez. Marquez dribbles, pulls up 15-footer. Yes! Fernando Marquez scores. And timeout! Timeout called by Roosevelt. And the Mustangs lead by 11. And they picked up the offense here in the second quarter. 22-11 is the score. The Mustangs have outscored Roosevelt 12-5 in the quarter and have opened up a double-digit lead, looking for redemption after losing 61-58 back on January 29th. And look at the balance in scoring. Carnes has 4, Marquez has 4, Beltran has 4. 8 different players in the scoring column for the Mustangs. And this game is really, really physical here. Marquez, Fajardo, along with Wheatley, Beto Martinez, and Jesse Campo will be on the floor for Fort Morgan. Yeah, Coach Schoen utilizing heavy substitutions. And that's good. That's a good thing. Coach has got to do that, knowing that you just played on Tuesday and you're coming up on Saturday. Stephen Ward, Tucker Peterson, along with Garrett Peterson, Keaton Kaiser, and Brock Saya. The other way with the basketball with 2:10 to go. On the outside left is Kaiser against Briggs Wheatley. Lob towards Stephen Ward, out of bounds. And the turnover for Roosevelt is their 11th. The Mustangs have 6. All in the opening quarter. There's the pass into Marquez. Marquez in the backcourt, crossing the timeline against Kaiser, looking, feeds it inside for Fajardo, off his feet, out of bounds. I don't think he ever caught it. And there's the Fort Morgan first turnover, also known as Fort Morgan's first turnover of the quarter. Minute 55 to go. Fort Morgan 22, Roosevelt 11. Garrett Peterson on the outside right, chest pass to Kaiser, lob down low for Ward. He pushed off, no whistle, and then Ward kicks it back out to Peterson, straight away to Kaiser. Kaiser inside, knocked away by Beto Martinez, taken by Saya. Here's Ward, hands it off to Saya. His 3 is up and no good. There was a block out there, and Fajardo with a beautiful rebound. That's his 4th. There's the outlet to Marquez. Marquez into the front court. Marquez bodied up, dribbles between his legs, trying to maintain control of the ball. Taken away by Roosevelt. That's a turnover on the Mustangs. Here's Saya the other way, banking and scoring. Check that. That's going to be Keaton Kaiser. 22-13 Fort Morgan. 1:12 to go in the second quarter. Fajardo the other way. He had the ball stripped. All of a sudden, Fort Morgan can't control it. Kaiser's going to bank and score. Watch out. Fort Morgan can't get lazy here. Under a minute to go in the first half. 22-15. Briggs Wheatley, cross-court pass to Marquez. Right baseline, Marquez. He throws the ball away. What the heck is going on? And the other way, there is a lay-in by Peterson. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Sloppy basketball by the Mustangs. They just committed 4 turnovers in a minute, and it goes from an 11-point lead to a 5-point advantage for Fort Morgan with 46 seconds to go. They got to settle down here. Just some horrendous carrying of the basketball for Fort Morgan. They're better than that, like a good neighbor. Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call today 842-4555, and those turnovers did result in 3 uncontested layups for Roosevelt. The Mustangs went on a nice run, and Roosevelt has countered. Langford has been on the bench since committing 2 early fouls, and Frankie Ortega as well. Marquez is on the court with 2 fouls. And Beltran checks back in. Beltran, Carnes, Fajardo, Campa, and Briggs Wheatley with 46 seconds to go. Let's see the Mustangs take the air out of the ball here. Wheatley in the backcourt. Wheatley to Carnes. Front court here to Fajardo. Fajardo at the free throw line. Almost lost it. Got to get rid of it to Carnes. Carnes with the basketball. Carnes looked like he was bodied up. No whistle. 30 seconds to go. Down low for Wheatley. He banks it in. Beautiful pass from Wesley Carnes. Wheatley scores for the first time in the game. 24-17. Long pass, and it looked like Saya was out of bounds. He was. Wow. I mean, they almost didn't call that one. But what happened is that the ball went out of bounds, and he tried to save it back in after stepping out. And it will be Fort Morgan basketball with 21 seconds to go. Here in the opening half, up by 7. Backcourt pressure being applied. Mustangs looking to get off the final shot here of the first half. They were up by as many as 11. Wheatley to throw it in. Wheatley feeds Beltran. Beltran in the front court to Fajardo. Fajardo in the high left, maintaining the dribble. Looking, still looking. Feeds it to Wheatley. Bounce pass to Campa, and he banks and scores. Beautiful pass from Wheatley to Campa. Mustangs by 9. 5 seconds to go. Saya with 4. Feeds it left corner for O'Brien. Long 3 is off the top of the backboard by Keaton Kaiser. And the Mustangs hold a 9-point lead at the break. With the score, Fort Morgan 26, Roosevelt 17. It's a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm John Beltran back at Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. A raucous environment as always. Fort Morgan 26, Roosevelt 17. Amazingly, 9 players for Fort Morgan in the scoring column in the opening half. 4 apiece from Carnes, Marquez, Beltran, and Campa. To begin the second half, it'll be Campa, along with Briggs Wheatley, who's got 8 rebounds, Jackson Langford, Braden Fajardo, and Fernando Marquez. Keaton Kaiser, Brock Saya, Austin Beard, Tucker Peterson, and Andrew O'Brien for Roosevelt. Langford on the outside, left to Marquez, down low for Campa, jump pass to Langford, and looked like he traveled. He did. Turnover number 11. In the backcourt to throw it in is Peterson. Nearly picked off by Marquez, and it's taken away by Langford, and then he's fouled. Langford is fouled by Brock Saya. That's going to be his second. And Marquez to throw it in. Fernando Marquez just beyond midcourt. Is going to feed it over to Wheatley. Briggs Wheatley with a basketball. Over to Marquez. He fakes, he dribbles, he leans, and then he feeds Campa, who scores! And it's a 28-17 lead there for Fort Morgan. That's a big bucket there by the Mustangs for Jesse Campa. Nice feed there by Fernando Marquez. The lead is back up to 11. That's what they had. The lob down low from O'Brien to Peterson, and he's fouled, I believe, by Campa. Campa with his first personal. To throw it in. Let's see, that's Brock Saya, and then it's thrown off of the body of Peterson, intercepted by Langford. Turnover number 14 for Roosevelt. Here's Fernando Marquez dribbling right in the lane. Marquez leans, shoots off the back of the rim. No good. The ball's tipped. Langford tied up with Andrew O'Brien. And the tie-up is going to give the possession to Roosevelt because the arrow is pointing in that direction. But the Mustangs playing some physical basketball here. And checking into the game is Tucker Peterson for Austin Beard. Fort Morgan 28, Roosevelt 17. Backcourt pass is taken over there by Tucker Peterson against Campa. Dribbles into the front court, nearly stripped Peterson all the way, banks and scores. A beautiful move by Peterson. He's got 7 points in the game. The lead is down to 9. Fort Morgan 28, Roosevelt 19, with 6:43 to go in the third. Fernando met at midcourt by Garrett Peterson. Now to Fajardo, feeds it back out to Wheatley. Left corner Fajardo, wide open three, off the back of the rim. Rebound to Campa, puts it up and in! And a foul! Jesse Campa to the line for the and one. And the foul was committed by Andrew O'Brien. Jesse Campa now leads the Mustangs with 8 points in the game. Fort Morgan leads by 11. That's the third time they've had an 11-point lead. The junior Jesse Campa shoots and delivers on the free throw. Fort Morgan leads 31-19, 6.5 to go in the third. Backcourt pressure being applied. Garrett Peterson gets it into Tucker Peterson. And Jesse Campa with a blocking foul. That's a good call. You should have just let him go by there. Jesse commits his second. And to throw it in along the side is Garrett Peterson. In the backcourt, here comes Brock Saya against Marquez. Marquez backs off a bit. Saya well behind the three-point line. He scored 16 points the first time they played. He's been held scoreless here. Here's the lob in the right corner to Tucker Peterson against Campa, and he throws it off the bottom of the rim. Langford has the rebound for Fort Morgan, and then Langford is stripped. Langford is stripped in the front court. Here is Keaton Kaiser, and he's stepped on the end line. Just beyond midcourt. Turnover number 15. And is that going to be a technical? Yep, that's a tech. We're going to get 2 free throws in the ball with a 12-point lead. Roosevelt does not like that whatsoever. Wow. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Buildings by Design. Marquez will shoot 2 free throws, and the first is well short. Fort Morgan has not been a good free throw shooting team this season. Second free throw is coming up for Fernando Marquez. He could give the Mustangs a 13-point lead, and does. Fort Morgan 32, Roosevelt 19. Mustang basketball, just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. At midcourt, Fajardo to throw it in. He's going to need some help over there to Marquez. Marquez guarded at the top by Brock Saya. To his right, here's Fajardo behind the three-point line, between his legs. Fajardo back out to Marquez. Dribbles by defender into the lane all the way off the glass. He missed it. And I think Fajardo went over the back. And he did. Braden Fajardo commits Fort Morgan's third foul here of the second half. And to throw it in is going to be Garrett Peterson. In the backcourt to Tucker Peterson. Tucker across midcourt on the outside right. Here's Herrera into the game. Now to Tucker Peterson, right baseline, and then he's fouled. That's Langford on the floor. Langford commits his third. To throw it in will be Brock Saya. And Also coming in is Frank Ortega. Langford is out, and so is Braden Fajardo. I think Wesley Carnes about to check in, and Carnes will also check into the game. Let's see. Yep. Are they going to let Carnes in? Yeah, they will. And he will come in for Fernando Marquez. Roosevelt basketball, Fort Morgan 32, Roosevelt 19, with 5:43 to go, third quarter. There's the inbounds pass to Garrett Peterson on the high right. Fakes the three, dribbles right in the lane, his runners up and off the back of the rim, and Nick Beltran goes high for the Mustang, rebound is fourth. There's the pass in the front court to Campa, left corner for Wheatley. Wheatley back out to Beltran, he'll fake the three, he'll step in, inside to Campa, he banks and scores! Beautiful pass from Beltran. Campa's got 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game. Fort Morgan 34, Roosevelt 19. Lob in the front court is taken on the high left. Into the game now is Austin Kendall, back out to Peterson. Fort Morgan's 15-point lead is their biggest of the game. Peterson on the high right. Free throw line extended for Tucker Peterson. Against Campa all the way as runners up and around and no good. Frank Ortega with a Mustang rebound. The Mustangs want to run. Ortega across the timeline behind his back. Ortega looking, hands it off to Carnes. Carnes with 4:47 to go. Carnes dribbles by one. Three-pointers up and off the front of the rim. And the ball is loose. It's rebounded by Tucker Peterson of Roosevelt. That's his 6th rebound. Garrett Peterson the other way. Peterson, middle of the lane, all the way, scoops it up, and no good. And Beltran's got the rebound again for Fort Morgan. That's his 4th rebound. Beltran the other way, dribbles into the front court. Beltran, no look to Wheatley, and he banks it in! Holy mahungus! What an assist from Beltran to Wheatley. Oh, it's beautiful teamwork by the Mustangs. They're up by 17. 4:14 to go. Here is Herrera with a basketball. Back out. Straight away to Saya. Left of the lane. All the way. Banks and misses. Beltran with another rebound. They want to run. Pass to Carnes. Carnes waits for defenders to go by. The ball is tripped though. Taken away by Roosevelt. The Mustangs have it. Carnes puts it up and he misses. Carnes to the line. He's fouled. Another technical. Another technical is called. And this one's on Tucker Peterson. This is going to be 4 free throws in the ball. And this game is getting out of control right now. 3:57 to go. This will be the mid-quarter mass timeout. Well, those substitutions were made by Coach Schoen, and the Mustangs have exploded. First, we have the 2 free throws off the foul. Then we'll have the 2 technicals. And then the Mustangs will have the ball. First Carnes free throw is up and around and good for Wesley Carnes. Second free throw is upcoming for Carnes. He spins, he shoots, and connects. Fort Morgan 38, Roosevelt 19. Now he's going to take the 2 technicals. Carnes spins, shoots, and short. Lost his legs on that one. Now his 4th free throw is coming up. This free throw is up, and that's good. The Mustangs lead by 20. Mid-quarter. Mass timeout. Fort Morgan has outscored Roosevelt 13-2 in the quarter. Wow. I mean, I think you saw that Fort Morgan was going to come out strong. And perhaps do some damage here, but to lead by 20, what a special effort by the Mustangs. And we apologize for any issues we have with the signal. Trying to clean that up as much as possible here. 39-19. Fort Morgan basketball. Lob in the backcourt to Beto Martinez. Martinez into the game for Nick Beltran. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it on the outside right. Carnes, long three. Yes! Wesley Carnes from downtown. Fort Morgan by 23. And here's Ramirez the other way. Banks and scores, and a foul. I think that's Ortega committing the foul. Let's check it. That is an Ortega. Ramirez to the line. Frankie now has committed his third. Ramirez with the and one. That ends the Fort Morgan run, which was at 16-1. The free throws around and no good. And Jesse Campa has the Fort Morgan rebound. That's the fifth rebound for Campa. Lob, Martinez, front court to Campa. Right corner, Carnes. Fakes the three. Dribbles in, bounce pass to Campa. He banks it in. What a feed there from Carnes. I don't know how many assists Fort Morgan has tonight, but it's got to be a ton. Campa's got 9 in the quarter, 13 in the game. 44-21 Fort Morgan, 3:12 to go in the third. In the left corner, Ramirez with the basketball. Ramirez dribbles to his right. The Mustangs might hit 60 here. Didn't look like it early. In the right corner, Peterson penetrates right baseline all the way, reverse layup, foul. As he misses, Wesley Carnes got him with a body. Fort Morgan putting together their best performance of the season tonight. Carnes commits his first. Yeah, the Mustangs in this third quarter have done very little wrong. Now the free throw to be attempted, and that is a line drive that's in and out. Missed over there by Garrett Peterson. Waitley is out along with Campa. It's McCoy, Marquez back into the game. Fernando has been given a lot of rest in this game, and it's paid off for the rest of the Mustangs. Second free throw is upcoming for Peterson. That one is up, and that one is good. Mustangs doubling up the Rough Riders, 44-22. In the backcourt, Fajardo's going to feed it to Beto Martinez. Martinez, watch out from behind. Still dribbling. Jump pass is taken by Fajardo. Fajardo straight away three. Yes! Braden Fajardo for three. It's 46-22. I guess they give him a 2. As he nailed the triple. Check that, or the double, I should say. 2 points. Here's the lob into the front court to Peterson. Peterson 3-on-2. Right corner, Kaiser 3. Yes! Keaton Kaiser nails the triple. Mustang lead is down to 21, 46-25. Here's Beto Martinez, 2.5 to go in the third. Jump pass, front court to Carnes at a high right. Carnes all the way, inside to Fajardo. Reverse layup, and he missed it. Keaton Kaiser comes away with a rebound. Roosevelt wants to run, middle of the lane. Jump pass, left corner, Ramirez, 3. Back rim, and the high rebound is grabbed by Fernando Marquez's third. Marquez, long pass to Fajardo. He banks and scores. Beautiful fade from Fernando. And Fajardo back in the scoring column. Here's Kaiser the other way. And there was contact. There's a blocking foul on McCoy. And the foul. Well, let's see. Are they going to say the other way? No, they're going to say Beto. I'm sorry. Beto Martinez with a foul. And here comes Austin Kendall into the game for Roosevelt. The Mustangs 48. They've got 22 points in the quarter. 17 foul for the Mustangs. A 1-and-1 for Keaton Kaiser. And the free throw is up and back rimmed, and a nice block out by Levi McCoy. McCoy grabs his second rebound of the game, his first rebound. Check that. The other way, here comes Marquez at midcourt. 1:51 to go in the third. On the high left to Fajardo. Fajardo looking, motioning his offense in the left corner for McCoy. McCoy back to his right to Beto Martinez. Left of the lane, tries to force one. Now he throws it back out to McCoy. Swings it right side to Marquez. Now Fajardo, right wing 3 is in and out. And the ball is loose. It's rebounded by Martinez. Marquez 3 is off to the right. And the rebound into the hands of Garrett Peterson of Roosevelt. Peterson, middle of the lane, 1:22 to go in the third. 48-25 in favor of Fort Morgan. Outside right here is Austin Kendall, puts up a runner. That's well short. And Marquez has the rebound for Fort Morgan, his fourth. Marquez, 2-on-2, middle of the lane, all the way up, and he missed it. He blew the layup. And the rebound is controlled by Austin Kendall. Long pass, and Saya misses the shot. He had the layup. Levi McCoy comes away with a rebound. Ball's knocked out of bounds off McCoy. It is off McCoy to turn over to Fort Morgan. And now Jackson Langford is back in with 3 fouls, replacing Wesley Carnes. 58 seconds to go, third quarter. Fort Morgan 48. Roosevelt 25. Jump pass, left corner. Ramirez dribbles to his right. And all the way, he was left unimpeded, but he missed the easy one. Langford away with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Long pass to Beto. Beto up and under, puts it up, and around and no good. Rebound Langford, and he scores. Langford in midair grabs the rebound and puts it in. Fort Morgan 50, Roosevelt 25. 33 seconds to go, third quarter. Ramirez across the timeline. Timeout! Called by Roosevelt with 31 seconds to go. In the third quarter, the Mustangs in firm control have scored 24 points in the quarter. And they've got 50 in the game. Wow. Well, they started this in the second quarter, pulling away. They led by 11. Roosevelt then went on a 6-0 run. And then the Mustangs scored the final 4 points of the second quarter and then went on a 16-1 run in the third. And they are up by a whopping 25. Nick Beltran back in. Beltran, Fajardo, Jackson Langford, Levi McCoy, and Fernando Marquez for the final 31 seconds of the third. There's the lob into Stephen Ward. Going to feed it over to Austin Beard. Kicks it back out on the right side. Lucas Salvatore into the game for the first time. Now to Herrera, 22 seconds to go. High left, hands it off to Andrew O'Brien. O'Brien, right side. Here is Austin Beard. Oh, they're just swinging it around. Here's Salvatore. Salvatore is then stripped by Beltran, and the ball is loose along the right baseline. It's Roosevelt now has it again. Salvatore, long three. Yes. Boy, he drilled it right in the face of Beltran. Beltran will throw up a shot at the buzzer off the back of the rim. And that is the end of quarter number 3. Salvatore had something to say to Beltran after drilling that three-pointer. We played 3 quarters with the score. Fort Morgan 50 and Roosevelt 28 on B106 at the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jackson Langford feeds it to Braden Fajardo beginning the fourth quarter. Langford fakes the three, steps in. He's going to have to back it out to Marquez. Fort Morgan 50, Roosevelt 28. Marquez right in the lane. Jump pass is going to be tipped away, but Campa's got it. Now to Langford, straight away Fajardo. He'll take the three. Good. Braden Fajardo drills. That is a three that time. And the Mustangs now lead 53-28. Salvatore, left corner. Herrera, triple. Yes. Herrera hits the three from the corner. And now we've got a whistle. Is that an offensive foul in the backcourt? Let's check it. It should be defensive. Yep, on Jaden Herrera. Herrera just came up with a three. And commits the foul, his second. Wheatley to throw it in. 53-31 Mustangs, 7:17 to go in the game. Briggs Wheatley across the timeline, met by Herrera, nearly lost the ball, and then the ball's nearly wrestled away out of bounds. It is off of Austin Beard. Mustang basketball just beyond midcourt. Fajardo to throw it in. 60's always been the magic number for the Mustangs. They win a lot more often than not when they score 60, and they're at 53 right now. Wheatley on the high left, spinning against Austin Beard in the lane. His runner's up and misses, but a foul. Strong move to the bucket by Briggs Wheatley. And the foul was committed by Austin Beard. That's his first. Briggs Wheatley to shoot two. Wheatley tonight only has 4 points. He has struggled from the line, and that one is an air ball off the bottom of the net. Oh, Briggs. Oh, boy. He's hearing it for the Roosevelt crowd. Second free throw coming up. He's 0 out of 4 from the line. Got to use those legs right now. Let's see if he bends a little bit more. He does, and that one is off the back of the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Austin Beard of Roosevelt. The other way, left corner, Salvatore three is way short. The rebound is going to be, well, it's loose on the floor. And I think that might be a foul on Langford. Yep, he reached over Andrew O'Brien. 1:10 was trying to battle the other. And it is on Langford, 18th foul. Langford with his fourth. This game is not over yet, even though the Mustangs lead by 22. Frank Ortega about to check back in. The O'Brien free throw is good. I mean, you'd think Fort Morgan has firm control of this game. But still lots of time left, 53-32. Second free throw is up, and that's perfect for O'Brien. Fort Morgan 53, Roosevelt 33. Ortega pressured into the backcourt by Herrera, gets rid of it to Marquez, and that ball is thrown away into the seats on the bounce pass. Mustangs now have 15 turnovers in the game. Roosevelt has 16. And the other way, here's the lob near midcourt, stolen by Braden Fajardo, lays it up, he misses, and the putback is up and in! On the follow by Briggs Wheatley. That's a turnover by Roosevelt. The other way, 55-33 Fort Morgan. O'Brien, free throw line extended. Lost control. It's loose on the floor. And O'Brien has it from his backside. Banked and missing is Austin Beard. And Ortega's got the rebound. And the bounce pass in the backcourt is going to be taken by Fajardo. Fajardo then has the ball stripped out of bounds by Beard. I mean, this is physical basketball, to say the least. I know a few of my friends would love this basketball. Fernando three is off the back of the rim. Oh, that's a dumb foul. Salvatore goes to the ground. I don't want to be so harsh about that, but an unnecessary foul. Unnecessary. Let me rephrase. Jesse Campos played a great game. Fouled Salvatore 75 feet away from the other basket. That's the 19th foul. Yeah, just an aggressive foul, but you got to make sure you don't give them free points with the clock not running. The free throw is good by Luca Salvatore. Did not play in the first half. He's got 4 points. He can make this a 20-point deficit for Roosevelt, and does. Fort Morgan 55, Roosevelt 35. 6:13 to go from Johnstown. Fernando Marquez in the backcourt. Looking, still looking. Front court pass to Fajardo. Between his legs in the lane. Down low for Campa. Puts it up, and it's partially blocked. And the ball is loose. And then Campa's fouled. Campa's fouled by Stephen Ward, who pushed him to the ground. Wow. I mean, I'm waiting for a flag to be thrown in this game. I mean, I'm serious. There's been 2 technicals called against Roosevelt, but a flag's got to be flying. I mean, that was a tackle. Jesse Campa to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the 18th foul. And Roosevelt now substitutes 5 for 5. It'll be Austin Kendall, Keaton Kaiser, Brock Saya, Tucker Peterson, and Garrett Peterson. Fort Morgan 55, Roosevelt 35, 6:01 to go. And Jesse Campa, who scored 9 points in the third quarter, will be shooting 2. The junior spins, shoots, and connects. Well, it was a 1-and-1, but now he is shooting 2. Mustangs lead by 21. Campa wearing the red shoes. It's a good look, especially when you're wearing black on the road. Second free throw, in and out. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off Marquez. Roosevelt has got to make up a 21-point deficit in 6 minutes. Lob in the backcourt to Austin Kendall. Front court pass to Keaton Kaiser. Defender in the air. He banks and scores. Kaiser scores. He's got 9. 56-37. Fort Morgan. 5:47 to go in the game. Bounce pass to Briggs Wheatley at the free throw line. Then that ball was kicked. He was trying to get it to Campa. Ball was kicked over there. And to throw it in is Fernando Marquez. Marquez on the offensive end, left corner for Campa. Bounce pass back out to Wheatley. Now to Marquez, working off a pick in the lane. Jump pass to Campa, and his shot is blocked. It is blocked by Kaiser into the hands of Garrett Peterson. Peterson on the high left. Roosevelt has a sense of urgency, down by 19. All the way here, Saya. He banks and scores. There was no Mustang there. Saya, who scored 16 points 2.5 weeks ago, scores his first points of the game. Frankie Ortega the other way. Inside to Fajardo, now to Campa. Reverse layup up, and he missed, but a foul. now Jesse to the line. The Roosevelt foul was on Tucker Peterson. Let's see how many he's got. That's 4 on him. And 2 free throws for Kampa. Just went 1 for 2 moments ago. Kampa leads the Mustangs with 14 points, make it 15. He's operated very well down low. He's had some great passes from Marquez and from Wheatley and from Beltran and from Carnes. He's taken advantage of positioning himself well for those buckets. Second free throw upcoming. And that one is up and good. Kampa has 12 of his 16 points in this half. 58-39, 5:13 to go in the game. Peterson, backcourt pass is taken by the other Peterson. Oh, that was a travel. You got to call that one. Here's Tucker Peterson all the way, slams into a defender and misses. And then the rebound, that's got to be an over and back, and it's not called. Over the back, I should say. Instead, it's a foul on Fort Morgan in the follow. That's going to be on, let's see, that is on Levi McCoy. McCoy commits a second. Tucker Peterson to the line. Roosevelt is 4 out of 4 for the line in the quarter. And the free throw is in the air, and that's off the back of the rim. Remember, the Mustangs lost on January 29th, which was 20 days ago, right here on this court, 61-58 to Roosevelt. Now the Mustangs have 58 points as well, but Roosevelt only with 39. Second free throw for Tucker Peterson is off the back of the rim, and Levi McCoy could not control it. It's out of bounds. Off his hands. And to throw it in is going to be Garrett Peterson. Lob to Tucker, into the lane, turns, leans, shoots, scores, and a Fort Morgan foul. He could make this a 16-point game. It's not over. The foul on Wesley Carnes. 58-41. You got to be aggressive on the offensive end now. Keep putting the pressure on this Roosevelt defense. Both teams are in the double bonus. Tucker Peterson bends, shoots, and scores. Fort Morgan 58, Roosevelt 42. Wheatley, backcourt pass to Carnes. Carnes now towards Wheatley, stolen away by Kaiser, and he puts it up and in. Kaiser off the back of the rim, off the Mustang turnover. 58-44. Wheatley to McCoy. McCoy traveled. Boy, you cannot blow this game. You cannot blow this game. You're up by 14, plenty of time to go. 4:48 with the basketball. Here's Austin Kendall. Swings it left side to Peterson. Peterson then committed the offensive. Was that offensive? That would knock him out of the game. Yep, Peterson is fouled out. That's huge. He fouls out with 10 points. So he is out. McCoy is replaced by Kampa. And not sure who called the timeout. 4:40. It's not a mid-quarter timeout. With 4:41 to go in the game. Premier Farm Credit understands production ag. They've been serving rural communities for over 100 years. Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Premier Farm Credit. Briggs Wheatley to throw it in. In the backcourt of the bounce to Kampa. Kampa to Marquez. If the Mustangs can keep it at 14 or increase it in the next 2 minutes, they'll be okay. Here's Carnes in the lane. Feeds it down low to Ortega. Banks it in. Wesley Carnes with a gorgeous feed. Ortega scores the lead of 16. Kaiser the other way is fouled as he misses. Mustangs did not get back on defense on that baseball pass. And the foul was committed by Jesse Kampa. That's his 4th. They did not get back on defense. Keaton Kaiser to shoot 2. 60-44 Mustangs with 4:27 to go. And the free throw is up and good by Keaton Kaiser. Kampa is out. Beltran is in. Second free throw coming up for Kaiser. He can make this a 14-point lead for Fort Morgan once again. If he makes it, and that one is up, and that one is off the back of the rim, and high rebound there by Marquez. Marquez grabs his fifth. Marquez across the timeline, 5-on-4, they want to run. Marquez pulls up for a three, and that's off the back of the rim. That's a quick shot, and the ball is knocked out of bounds off Beltran. That's a quick shot by Marquez. You don't need to take it that quick. You want to be aggressive, but you got to take some time off the clock. There's no shot clock in high school basketball. There's the lob near midcourt for Andrew O'Brien. Now to Kaiser with 4:11 to go. On the left wing to O'Brien. Back out to Garrett Peterson. Here's Keaton Kaiser. Crossover dribble. He leans. He puts it back out. Intercepted by Ortega. Ortega wants to run. Ortega all the way. Banks and he misses, but a foul. That's a big turnover against Roosevelt. And the foul was on Andrew O'Brien. That's his fourth. Roosevelt just committed their 19th turnover. And Frank Ortega at the line to shoot a deuce. Free throw is a line drive that's good. Frankie's got 5 in the game. The Mustangs have 10 players in the scoring column. Everybody who's played has scored except Levi McCoy. Levi has grabbed a couple of rebounds. Second free throw is up, and that's good. Let's see, it says 60. Is that right? 61, 4, 6, 9, 12. Should be 62-45. There you go. The lead is 17. Fort Morgan looking good right now. Under 4 minutes to go. The mid-quarter mass timeout is coming up momentarily. Here is Garrett Peterson against Carnes. Dribbles right in the lane. Leans, shoots, and he misses. But the rebound is into the hands of Kaiser. Kaiser back out to Peterson. In the left corner. Dribbling the basketball is Ramirez, and there's a foul on Beltran. That's going to be 2 free throws. He held them. Beltran commits his second. Ramirez to the line. And there's the mid-quarter mass timeout with 3:40 to go in the game. 30-second timeout. Mustangs have hit the 60-point mark, and when they do that, they win a lot more than they lose. The 2 years Ty Trahern was the head coach, the Mustangs were 20-4 when they scored 60 plus, 8-18 when they scored under 60. Under Andy Schoen, the Mustangs have 10 wins and 6 losses when they score 60 or more, 4-32 when they score under 60. That's the importance of scoring 60 points. It's not a fluke stat. Rushby Digger boys suffered their first loss of the season. They lost to Sterling in Sterling, 66-42. 2 free throws here for Xavier Ramirez. It is Beltran, Carnes, Marquez, Beto Martinez, and Briggs Wheatley for Fort Morgan. Ramirez can make this a 15-point game should he make both. Free throw is up, and free throw is off to the right. Free throw number 2 for Xavier Ramirez. He spins, he bends, he shoots, and connects. Ramirez goes 1 for 2, 62-46. Marquez in the backcourt, 3:36 to go. Over to Beltran. Beltran still in the backcourt, down to Marquez, crosses the timeline. Marquez is double teamed, looking, hands it off to Beltran. Left of the lane, feeds it inside off of Beto Martinez. He wasn't expecting the ball. Beto was not expecting the ball, and it's taken away by Roosevelt. Here is Ramirez with the basketball. Ramirez on the high right, bounce pass to Peterson, slams into Beto, and that is an offensive foul. Nice defense by Beto Martinez. Garrett Peterson commits his second. Roosevelt with their 20th turnover. Wow. Roosevelt head coach is going to get a tech here in a second. Inbounds pass into Marquez. He's been yelling the whole game, though. Here's Wheatley back to Marquez. Boy, Beltran was open for a second. Still looking. Front court to Carnes. Carnes, middle of the lane, all the way. Tried to scoop it to Beltran, but it's tipped away. And then Roosevelt throws it out of bounds. Teams exchange turnovers. Threw it into the seats. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's the lob into Wheatley. Right corner for Carnes. Carnes looking down low for Beltran. Can't feed it. Working off a pick. Carnes right baseline. Down low for Martinez. He lays it up and he blew the layup. And then Martinez had the ball. But are they going to say that he committed the foul or Peterson? And let's see who the foul is on. I think the foul is going to be on Beto. Yeah, because Beto did not have position but came up with a ball. 2 free throws here for Garrett Peterson. 2:47 remaining. Mustangs are staying aggressive offensively. And the 2 free throws to be attempted here by Peterson. Jesse Campa about to check in. And that free throw is off the back of the rim. Second free throw's upcoming. Beltran is out, Campa's in. Campa, Marquez, Carnes, Martinez, and Wheatley. Second free throw for Peterson is up, and that one is good. The lead is down to 15, 62-47. Wesley Carnes, a great ball handler, into the front court. Dribbles by 2. Down low for Martinez, puts it up, and he misses, but a foul. Beto just threw it up there, hoping it would go in. But that was totally a great play there by Wesley Carnes. Jaden Herrera with his 3rd foul, and there's free throws galore here in this 4th quarter. Roosevelt, wow. Roosevelt's attempted 11 free throws. The Mustangs are about to attempt their 7th, and this free throw by Beto is good. Beto Martinez has worked on his free throw shooting. He's got 3 points in the game. Jaden Herrera's out, and Austin Beard is in. Fort Morgan 63, Roosevelt 47. Second free throw for Beto. Yes, nothing but string. The Mustangs by 17. Garrett Peterson the other way on the high right. Peterson into the lane, leans, hooks, misses, short. Nice rebound there. Is control. It was, but Carnes could not control it. Out of bounds. With 2.5 to go. This is when Fort Morgan is going to be at their best. Marquez only has 5 points, and yet they're winning by 17. And the inbounds pass is stolen by Beto. Beto with the basketball, just got to keep it under control. Now to Marquez. Marquez behind the 3-point circle. Marquez dribbling behind his back. Got to get rid of it. Jump pass towards Wheatley. Ball is pinballed around. It's loose, and Roosevelt has got it. Taken by Austin Beard. Mustangs commit another turnover. That is their 20th of the game. Here is Kaiser, jump pass, intercepted by Campa. Campa back to Wheatley, 2 minutes to go. Mustangs have got this game, 64-47. Both teams are in the double bonus now to Wheatley. Over to Marquez near the timeline. Marquez with Keaton Kaiser right there. Marquez dribbles to his right. Marquez right in the lane all the way, off the glass and in! Fernando has got 7 in the game. Fort Morgan 66. Roosevelt 47, 1:33 to go. Garrett Peterson behind a 3-point line, straight away for Beard. On the high left, Kaiser fakes the 3. Back out to Brock Saya in the lane, and then he's fouled. You don't want to do that. Going to be 2 shots at a double bonus, and Beto commits the foul. That's his 3rd. To the line is Brock Saya to shoot 2. With a 19-point lead and 86 seconds to go, Fort Morgan will move to 4-4 in the year. And the free throw is good. Austin Kendall's into the game for Garrett Peterson. Roosevelt will drop to 4-4. Second free throw for Brock Saya is up, and that one is good. Again, he scored 16 when they beat Fort Morgan 3 weeks ago. He's got only 4 in this game, and Fort Morgan's up by 17. Midcourt, Carnes with a basketball, jump pass to Campa. Campa all the way, hooks it in, off the glass, Jesse Campa. Huge second half. Campa now has 18 points in the game, 68-49. Saya's 3 is short. Marquez grabs the rebound. He's mauled in the backcourt. Fernando with his 7th rebound unofficially. He'll go to the line. Xavier Ramirez commits his 2nd. We'll take a brief break here. Following the game, we'll have a quick wrap-up as the Mustangs will get ready for a Saturday game at 2 o'clock, the second half of the doubleheader. The girls did lose tonight 76-26. And the Marquez free throw's perfect. Fernando now has 8 points in the game. Beltran about to check in along with Ortega and McCoy. And here comes Colin Farley's 2nd free throw is good. Fernando is out. He's going to finish the game with 9 points. Fort Morgan 70, Roosevelt 49. Beto also checks out along with Wesley Carnes, and Nathan Gherkin makes his 2nd appearance of the season. Here comes Lucas Salvatore, so Roosevelt is clearing the bench a bit as well. Mustangs just have to ride these final 64 seconds out. Salvatore dribbling on the high left. He's going to hand it off to Austin Beard. Beard swings it towards the left corner for Salvatore into the Roosevelt bench. Turnover number 24 for Roosevelt. Mustangs will come the other way with Frank Ortega. Well, I think somebody was jawing again at Beltran. That might have been Salvatore. Nope, Salvatore's on the court. Here's Ortega, bounce pass to the high right. McCoy threw it away. I don't know what McCoy was doing there. He's got Beltran with Austin Kendall possessing the ball. Then Beltran knocks it away. Teams trade turnovers. Here's Beltran looking up at the clock with 28 seconds to go. Beltran crossing midcourt at the top. Beltran all the way, lays it up and in. Down the middle of the lane for Nick Beltran. He's got 6 points, 72-49. Salvatore with 15 seconds to go. Salvatore straight away. He's going to hand it off to Austin Beard. On the right side to Ramirez with 9. Ramirez with 8 to Salvatore. Long 3 straight away is off the back of the rim. And Beltran tips the ball, but is taken by Austin Kendall. Ramirez's 3 is no good. And the Fort Morgan Mustangs have come away with a 72-49 victory over the Roosevelt Rough Riders. A dominating performance by Fort Morgan. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll wrap up the game after this on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back in Johnstown. The Mustang postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College, here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. The Mustangs led 10-6 after one, 26-17 at the break, but scored 46 points in the second half and defeated Roosevelt 72-49 to move to 4-4. Roosevelt drops to 4-4. The visiting Mustangs tonight had 10 players in the scoring column, as they got 18 points from Jesse Campa, 10 from Wesley Carnes, and then next up in the scoring column, Braden Fajardo with 7. Fernando Marquez had 9, by the way, should mention that. 6 points apiece for Briggs Wheatley, Frankie Ortega, and Nick Beltran. 4 in the game from Jackson Langford and Beto Martinez, and then Colin Farley with 2. 4, Roosevelt, 12 points for Keaton Kaiser, 10 for Tucker Peterson. They got 6 in the game from Jaden Herrera, 5 apiece from Xavier Ramirez, Garrett Peterson, and Lucas Salvatore. Brock Saya with 4 and 2 from Andrew O'Brien. I'm going to recount this. The Mustangs were just incredible on the boards. 42 rebounds. They got 8 from, make it 9 from Wheatley and 7 from Marquez. Tucker Peterson had 6 of the 21 rebounds that Roosevelt grabbed. So the Mustangs all over the boards tonight. Turnovers, Fort Morgan had 21, Roosevelt with 24. And Roosevelt hurt themselves at the free throw line, 13 of 29, under 50%. The Mustangs at 16 of 25 at 64%. Next up for the Mustangs, they'll take on Riverdale Ridge coming up on Saturday. The girls game at 11:30, boys game at 2 o'clock. We'll have them both right here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm John Beltran. Thanks for tuning in. The final scores. Once again tonight, the Fort Morgan girls lose to Roosevelt 76-26, but the Mustang boys avenge a 61-58 loss from 20 days ago and beat up Roosevelt 72-49 on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.